Are you a golfer who struggles with elbow pain either while you're golfing or after a round of golf? Specifically, elbow pain that's on the inside of the elbow right here. This is often referred to as golfer's elbow. Now, I do think it's important to mention that I think an evaluation by one of our docs to verify that this is golfer's elbow and not potentially nerve or pain that's radiating from the neck down into this region is important first. But let's assume here that we have golfer's elbow and we've been diagnosed. Let's talk about typically some of the symptoms we see. We see pain kind of right about this bony spot on the elbow, and even slightly distal if you roll off and sink into some of that musculature will typically be pretty painful. And you'll notice it a lot with like gripping and moving of the wrist. Now, why do we typically see this arise in golfers? There's a couple different reasons here. When we look at the swing, typically we'll see it from a player who hits too many fat shots, or you make a lot of contact with the ground or heavy contact with the ground. When we make force with the ground and the club is abruptly stopped, we get a lot of what we call valgus force, which puts stress on the inside of the elbow, the muscles, the tendons, and the ligaments in there, specifically your wrist flexors and your ulnar collateral ligament. Now, one of the more swing characteristic origins of this pain is someone who tends to cast out with their hands or be pretty handsy or flippy, what we would call scooping of the wrist here. That scooping action is actually a forceful flexion of the wrist during the downward part of the swing, where we're attempting to generate club head speed or force with that flexion, which over time develops a little bit of irritation of the muscle and tendon complex here, resulting in what we feel as golfer's elbow. Now, if this is something you're dealing with and you'd like to get back to enjoying the game of golf, work past this, definitely find a spot that's on the schedule, something we see quite often here in clinic. We have various forms of treatment to help with this, and we'd be happy to get you back to enjoying the game of golf.